Hey jerk-offs, I'm tired and jet-lagged and have a lot of things simmering on the stove. So until I get back into making regular content, please enjoy this food YouTuber slop, because here are the definitive, unquestionably true fast food rankings, wherein every fast food chain is rated somewhere between God tier and genuinely disgusting. Let's do this A&W. A fast food chain that most people somehow simultaneously know the name of the brand, but almost no one knows that they are an actual restaurant. And it is what it is. If you happen to stumble across one, their burgers are on the upper echelon of fast food chains, but they also make and distribute root beer, which is one of the most disgusting things known to man, so they lose points for that. Arby's, I'll have something else. Arby's is the only fast food chain within walking distance from my house, and I still don't go there. Arby's is known for doing one thing, and it's something no one wants from Arby's. So they keep doing other things, and no one wants those either. Bojangles. Good. In fact, on the verge of being great. They're a southern chain mostly known for fried chicken, biscuits, and breakfast. I think what keeps them out of the God tier is that, although they do a lot of things really well, none of it is what I'd call super memorable. So when I think of them, I don't go, oh, I remember the first time I had this, or you gotta go there and get that. Just really, really good. Burger King. I think I'll have something else. I don't think I've ever had anything disgusting from BK, I just don't think of ever going there. But I do remember that they have onion rings, so they deserve credit for that. Raising Cane's. It is what it is. I'm not exactly blown away by chicken tenders. I know people love their cane sauce, but if you went to Bojangles and had their Bo sauce, it blows them out of the water. So they're just a wildly inferior Bojangles with like 1/50th of the options. Carl's Jr. / Hardee's, good. Their regular burger menu is closer to it is what it is, and their breakfast is closer to God tier, but overall slightly higher quality than their peers and a little pricier too, but still good. Checkers / Rallies. It is what it is. I think a lot of people grew up going there, but I didn't. It's fine, but their marketing makes them really unappealing. I seriously do not want to go to a building that looks like this and ask someone to give me the Big Buford. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is still good, but it's getting dangerously close to it is what it is. I see these slick advertising campaigns and limited time menu options, and it feels like the more Chick-fil-A does, the worse everything else becomes, but for now, still good. Chipotle, God tier, no question. There's still something so satisfying about getting fast food, but being able to customize it and have something that's made fresh is satisfying and doesn't make me hate myself. Church's Chicken, good. The fried chicken is definitely it is what it is, but the honey biscuits and jalapeno bombers are bomb ass. Cookout, God tier. In fact, let me go ahead and say the God of God tiers. I wouldn't say anything on the menu is itself a God tier fast food item, but everything on the menu is so close that it makes getting a tray there hit so goddamn hard that it becomes an experience. And if you haven't been, then you just don't know. Piss off. Culver's? Never been. Denny's? It is what it is. I know that seems high, but goddamn, when it's late and you just want some place to sit down and decompress and maybe call a bail bondsman for your friend, Denny's is just there. It's not great, it's not good, it just is what it is. Domino's? Genuinely disgusting. I don't know what is in their cheese, but the smell stays in your hands and clothes for days, and the memory of it legitimately makes me want to throw up. Dairy Queen. Jeez. I'll have something else. It probably deserves to be genuinely disgusting, but I once dated a girl who worked there, and have fond memories of them being one of the first places that had a spicy cheeseburger. Like with jalapenos and pepper jack and shit. I don't remember seeing those anywhere until DQ did it first, but I don't think I would ever choose to go there. Firehouse Subs. Really torn between it is what it is or I'll have something else. Firehouse isn't as good as an actual hoagie or even Jersey Mike's, but they're not as bad as Subway. It's just okay. Yeah, it is what it is. Five Guys, I'll have something else. And I know a lot of people think that both A, Five Guys is really, really good, but that B, Five Guys is horribly overpriced. But I'm a YouTube millionaire, clearly, so money doesn't affect me like that. No, my problem with Five Guys is just that they aren't my taste. Oh, but you can get as many toppings as you want. Well, I don't want 1,000,000 toppings on a burger. And oh, they give you a free shovel's worth of fries. And as someone who hates food waste, I don't want that either. Also, their burgers are always ridiculously greasy. I mean, since the dawn of time, it's been customary to wrap a fast food burger in some sort of paper that invariably soaks up some of the excess grease. Then Five Guys comes along and is like, we'll just wrap it in foil so the grease has nowhere to escape, and makes the bun become absolutely soaked in grease. And pessimist though I am, I'm not trying to speedrun death that quickly, so I'll have something else. IHOP. I think I have to put it under I'll have something else, since I can't remember the last time I chose to go there. If I want breakfast, I want something that's either really quick or someplace nicer. If it's late, I'm probably going to Denny's, so I literally have always chosen something else. In-N-Out Burger. Never been there. Apparently they're expanding across Tennessee soon, so we'll see. Jack in the Box. This might be a dark horse, but good. Their menu is an absolute fever dream, and you'd have to be clinically insane to order some of those items, but, well, shit, they're usually reliable, friendly, and good enough for the price. Jersey Mike's. Good. In fact, the only thing keeping them out of the God tier is that I'm extremely critical of hoagie rolls, and Jersey Mike's are a little too French for my tastes. Still damn good. Jimmy John's? Genuinely disgusting. As in, compared to what they're going for, a hoagie, it's so far off the mark that it honestly disgusts me. Jollibee. Never been, though I hope to get to someday. KFC. Genuinely disgusting. In fact, it's funny to think that there was probably once a time when KFC was the best fast food fried chicken around, and now it struggles to crack the top 15 here in the States. But pour one out for England since it's still considered top tier there. That's gross. Little Caesars? It is what it is. I think because it's so cheap and they're constantly cranking out pies, it gives them an edge in terms of quality over someplace like Domino's. Long John Silver's. Frozen seafood fried in old as oil. Genuinely disgusting. McDonald's. It is what it is. It's not good and I wouldn't refuse it. It's just in that perfect middle ground where it's familiar enough to sometimes have. Moe's. Genuinely disgusting. Like a cheap, bland Chipotle knockoff that's guaranteed to disappoint. Panda Express. It is what it is. It's not good, in fact it's pretty bland, but it's also extremely cheap. Papa John's. I'll have something else. It's just a bad pizza. The sauce is too sweet, the cheese tastes like nothing, the toppings are flavorless, and the crust is too bready. Yeah, no. Penn Station East Coast Subs. Never been. Never heard of it. Looks gross. Oh, nice. East Coast Subs was founded in Ohio. Yeah, f*** you, Ohio. My culture is not your costume. Pizza Hut. I'll have something else. I'm not a hater, but their sauce is way too sweet, and whenever I stumble across a Pizza Hut, it's always suspiciously empty. Popeyes. Good. This would be God tier a few years ago, but Popeyes is straight up slipping. I can't explain it, but I've got two Popeyes where I live, and they're both ass. They need to quit churning out gimmicky menu items and clean up quality control or something. Qdoba. It is what it is. It's not gross like Moe's, but also not as good as Chipotle. Quiznos? Genuinely disgusting. I always remember that their signature item involves lukewarm, pre-packaged Alfredo sauce on bread, which is about as close to eating bird shit as it gets. Roy Rogers? It is what it is. It probably deserves to be lower, but I grew up going there and I'm extremely biased. I mean, for f***'s sake, the photos on their online menu look like they were taken in 1973. They look like they're aware of the current fast food landscape and are like, f*** it, we aren't changing anything. Respect. Sbarro. Never been. If I'm in a mall food court and hungry, I'm choosing Sizzling Wok or whatever vaguely Asian food is available every single time. And if I'm just a little hungry, it's an Annie Ann's pretzel and an Orange Julius. Shake Shack. Yeah, good. Solid burgers, good shakes, good cheese fries. Some are probably miffed they're not in the God tier, but this is about as high as a burger joint can go. Good. Sheetz. I've technically been to a Sheetz, but I don't think I can rate them based on the porcelain vessel I pissed into and left, so never been. Skyline Chili. Never been, though I did once make a Skyline Chili recipe, and it was pretty good. This, however, looks like an abomination. Sonic. I'll have something else. Sonic is like a much older, much worse version of Cookout that's also high on 4 tabs and mescaline. Steak and Shake. Never been. Apparently there was once one where I live, but it closed. Subway. Genuinely disgusting. Seriously gross. Beyond the pre-sliced veggies, meat, and cheese, the fruit flies that get to all of them before you do, I don't know how Subway management looked at a cardboard tray of pre-cooked meat that gets microwaved before going on a sandwich and thought, yeah, we should put that where customers can see it. Subway transcends bad into the realm of what the actual was anyone involved thinking. Taco Bell. Good. Not just good, but probably better than you thought. Go there and try ordering some tacos, but replace the meat with fried potatoes. It slaps. Waffle House. It is what it is. I know people love it, but the bottom line is that compared to any old school stainless steel truck stop diner, which is what it's based on, it sucks. And the margin isn't particularly close. But those diners are mostly extinct, so it is what it is. Wawa. Good. And that actually makes me sad because growing up it was god tier. But as businesses expand, they spread themselves thinner and thinner. You can still get a good cup of coffee and an okay breakfast, but the magic is mostly gone now. Damn. Wendy's. It is what it is. Hardee's prices without Hardee's quality. Saucy Nugs sounds gross, I don't care what it is. Whataburger. It is what it is. I just came back from a long trip, got home late, and went to Whataburger after saying to myself, I guess Whataburger? Yeah, it's not great and it's not worth the hype or the price point. I also have household cleaning items that taste less chemically than Whataburger's honey butter. White Castle? Never been. New Jersey is a shithole. Wingstop? I'll have something else. Wingstop is a vastly inferior Buffalo Wild Wings, and Buffalo Wild Wings isn't even good. Zaxby's? It is what it is. It's chicken tenders, not much more, and a signature sauce that's well behind Bojangles'. Yep, those are my rankings, which means that they are officially official, and if you disagree, just know that you're wrong, but also make sure you're subscribed. Later.